Hey there, welcome to the Houston Gardener channel. We're going to do a garden tour. It's been, I think, a couple weeks. I've been working a lot of overtime at work, so let's take a look. We've gotten an absolutely ridiculous amount of rain this past month, so between that and working 50, 60 hours a week, the garden's definitely been suffering this year. So we'll start with the melons. I pulled out the Madura melon because all the rain just made it really diseased. Lots of rain, humidity for just weeks. And the one that was growing there at some point, either during a storm, got knocked off down in the back and cracked open. So there went that one. The Sakata melon is doing really well. It's really trying to hang in there. It's also fighting some disease, and I do need to go and prune it. I'll probably do that this weekend because I just finished 3 days at work and I have 2 more days this week, and they're long shifts. They're 12, 13-hour shifts, but it's putting out a lot of sprouts still and continuing to fill up the trellis, so I really just need to clean up some of the brown leaves. I have a couple, that one is on the back end, that are looking pretty good. So that's good. I'm excited that it's being very resilient. My tomatoes are hanging in there. I'm probably going to have to stake these two before our next storm. This basil bush is turning into a tree. I've been trying to keep it pruned. I made a bunch of pesto with pistachios a few weeks ago, and I just love fresh basil. It's just smells good. I like seeing it in the garden, and I love it when it flowers. I pulled out my big tomato plant here. With all the rain, it just very diseased, not really producing much. My blue Russians are still hanging in there. This one's getting super tall, so we'll keep an eye on them. My dill went to bloom, so I'm just letting it be bloomed. My lemon cucumbers are hanging in there, but also are battling disease. I have seen a few stink bugs hanging out around them, so I do need to clean that up as well this weekend. Oh, look, little ladybug. Let me see if I can get you on camera. There you are, little ladybug hanging out. So yeah, we'll see what the I've only gotten, I think, 2 lemon cucumbers, but it's still got some really good vines expanding. So, good things. Let me just fix this and leave it a little bit. I'm gonna leave. There we go. Sunflower's done. Jalapeno plant is hanging in there, and I do have a jalapeno on it. Dill behind it, it looks like it's bolting. But yeah, jalapenos hanging in there. Green beans are hanging in there. I do have some green beans to pick, so that's good, considering all the rain. And I do have an eggplant bloom. Look at that beauty. So these are eggplant flowers, and they are self-pollinating, so they should have everything in there. So I'm just going to shake it up a little bit and see if that pollinates it. Look at that. This jalapeno plant's still looking really good. Nice dark and green. There's jalapeno there. Green beans here are doing okay. This okra is so falling over. But definitely have okra. So that's doing all right. This tomato plant also just got really, really diseased from just the rain and moisture and humidity. Zucchini plants are looking good. I don't have any zucchinis that I can see. I do have some male blossoms. but I haven't seen any females yet, so I'll keep my eyes out on that. The Tokyo cucumbers is still growing. There's a female flower right there. I'll pollinate that in a second. I have seen also squash bugs on this, and I think I saw an assassin bug last night. It was the first time I've seen one of those. But so I need to clean it up as well. It's got a lot of dead leaves from where the squash bugs are attacking. But it's trying to hang in there. I'm very impressed with the resilience on this as well. This jalapeno plant is trying to hang out. The serrano plant is still there. It looks like something's eating it in the back, and I don't see any hornworms or anything yet, but we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for that. And then the cucamelon plants are grown all the way up, and now they're just like weaved into each other. But I'm still not really getting any. I'm getting a lot of the cucamelon female flowers, like those. And there's one over here, but I'm just not getting a lot of male flowers at the same time. So that is a conundrum, because I need both flowers to get cucamelons, and these are like what I'm really excited about. So it's still putting out sprouts. It's growing really well. I don't know. If you know anything about cucamelons and male and female flowers, let me know. So, and there's a little bee. I don't know if you can see him flying around. He's looking for flowers. Yay, bees. And then my golden zucchinis are really just kind of here hanging out. Kind of trying. I don't know. I'm just letting them be. Let's check on the flower garden. So zinnias are doing good. They're actually getting so tall that they're like flopping over. So I have it tied to the stake that I initially put for the dahlia. The dahlia is looking worse for wear. It's probably rotting because of all the rain, which is frustrating. Look how pretty that zinnia is, though. Gorgeous. Some new gladiolas, old gladiolas. Echinacea's dead. Dog's barking at the neighbor's dog. Gladiolas spike up through the echinacea, apparently. Look at this pretty one, too. Other gladiola spikes are getting big, and then I tied up these as well between two stakes because they were just flopping over, especially with all the rain. They're doing well. I picked a few and put them in my vase inside, and then I was deadheading some so that they would keep growing. But hi, yes, I hear you. I do. I hear you being noisy. Kumquat tree is doing okay, and it's putting out these branches that are not like the other ones. So I like shoots, but they don't have the same leaves or anything. So I might be cutting those off. Let it focus more energy on the fruit that's on it. These dahlias are looking a little rough, again, with all the rain. Hoping once we get our patio expanded like we want to in the next year and get a gazebo up, they'll do a little bit better because I can have them under the gazebo when it's raining really hard, and control the amount of moisture they get. None of my dahlias in the front have bloomed either, which is frustrating. Mint's doing good. This basil's doing excellent, loving life, very bushy. Rosemary and chives are good. Lavender's kind of done for the season, it looks like, but it's doing okay. Parsley is trying to throw up new sprouts, and thyme is doing excellent, and these sunflowers are just doing really good. Definitely want to do more sunflowers next year. looking good. Aren't we? We're looking good. Thanks for stopping by.